we're coming on tonight to actually tell you really what the A team is. We have felt that the videos that we have put out, they are hilarious and entertaining. But and Miss Otta um, didn't come up with the anxiety. It was me. I came up with the anxiety. I felt that you guys watch and it is entertaining, but you still don't know what the A team is about, And the A team consists of Otta business, and her business is called ABS, and that's the acronym, and it stands for Otta Body Sculpting. And she's going to go into that after I tell you what my company is. My company's name is Alpha to Omega Fitness. Basically, we deal with working people out using just their body weight. Um, we don't use any equipment, though we do have a phase in it that equipment is incorporated, but that isn't until you get on the omega phase. The alpha phase is all body weight. And we feel that a lot of people are not um, comfortable with their own body, but yet they are quick to get up under a bar or do some things that requires adding additional weight, but they don't even have a grasp on their own body. And to be honest, you know, um, your body is a dumbbell. So, but majority of the regiment, like I said, is the alpha phase where you're doing body weight, you know, and we're gonna get into that later in this broadcast. But that's what my company is all about. It's about getting results because we believe that results basically keep you motivated and wanting to do what needs to be done to accomplish your health. And so I go back into it more, but for now, that's what my company is. Miss Otter, take it away.
All right, so just piggybacking off what Lamel just stated, um, weight loss, everyone has an issue with weight loss, especially when you want to target certain areas. And that's what my business basically focus on. I use devices that could help with cellulite, skin tightening, laser lipo, and most people is that their midsection that they want to target. And you can pick whatever area where you have stubborn fat at. However, um, the good thing about my service is that it's painless. You can see results within 3 days. And the most sessions is like 30 to 45 minutes, so it's very quick. Painless, non-invasive lipo is great. However, the reason why Lamel and I decided to team up is because, one, both services go well together, and two, um, one thing that we both focus on is nutrition. If you've seen any of my videos, well, if I'm working out with Lamel or not, I'm always talking about eating healthy, drinking water, etc. Because it doesn't matter if you're getting non-invasive lipo, which is a great service, or you're working out with Lamel, which is a great service. If you're not eating correctly, you're not going to see the results you want. If you're not putting good things in your body, the food, water, etc., the working out, the non-invasive lipo, you're not going to see the results you want. So we wanted to talk about nutrition tonight because it's a huge issue for a lot of us. And once we basically focus
It's
on the things that we put
it's
in our body,
it's 85% of body transformation, point
there
blank
you
period.
go.
Whether you are doing non-invasive lipo or you are working out, it's 85% of body transformation. Ask any bodybuilder, and they will say that it was nutrition that really was what made them look the way they look on stage. The
Mm-hmm.
working out is nothing but, if I always use the analogy of an artist, you know, he can sketch that, that person or whatnot, but he then, well, once he got that format of what that person will look like or how they look to him or her, then that's when they start erasing little stray marks and things of that nature. Well, that's what working out really is. You're just basically, you're just you're pinpointing, what needs to be, targeted, even though we work out the total body.
Mm-hmm.
But like Otta just said, if you ain't eating right, you know what I'm saying, you're only doing yourself a disservice, and you're running in a hamster wheel,
Yeah.
and you never see. And I'm not speaking on the data. I'm speaking on experience, because that's what was causing me to not see the results that I wanted. I was 235 pounds, and it's a lot of other stuff too, that we will touch on at a later date. But it wasn't until I started eating right that my transformation started to take hold, and I started to see results. And Miss Otter, you could probably attest to that too, because you tell your
Definitely.
clients.
I didn't realize until I started working out with you, and I've told you this, like just how much inflammation I had in my midsection. And once you put me on a program regarding what we're going to be talking about tonight with the food, I instantly saw a change.
You
It was
say, when you say instantly, what does that mean? Define instantly.
instantly. I would say at least like a month and a half. It
Yep,
didn't take long. Like
6 weeks.
and that comes from you just feeding your body good things, what it needs. And Lamel had sent me the program that we're going to talk about tonight. And when I started it, like I said, I saw results within like a month and a half, and I was dumbfounded. And I think, Lamel, what I'm going to do is add that photo so people can see like how inflamed my midsection was, and it just speaks
I,
volumes.
wa- I want to say this. Um, I was, and I still am always amazed when I see the results, because now what you're doing is you're just pinpointing. You're now actually putting, accents on the art, and you're starting to see things. You may not see it, but I'm seeing it, because I see you. You know what I'm saying? Every time we work out, but Miss Otter was not, and forgive me if you're watching this. I always call her Miss Otter, even though her name is Otter. And so if I slip out and say Miss Otter, it's not to be funny. It's just a habit. But with Otter, she says out, the weight and things of that nature. But then she switched her vocabulary and her terminology and said inflammation. Nobody, hear me clearly, nobody on God's green earth is fat. And some of y'all probably watching this, probably laughing or probably saying some sideways comments. I'm going to say it again. Nobody on God's green earth is fat. That's a myth. You've been given a lie, and you've been actually bought into that lie. What is going on with you you is inflammation. My background is in athletic training, and I'm going to use this analogy. If Otta was going to her car and she steps wrong, I'm going to ask you, Otta, what would happen?
If I step wrong,
Yeah, you stepped wrong and you twisted your ankle. What would happen?
it'll be have a sprain.
And you will be inflamed, correct?
Yes.
So, how I came up with this system that we're about to talk about is I use my background in athletic training. When a athlete came in and they injured said ankle, we would have to rice them. That's rest, ice, compress, and elevate. We do all that to minimize the inflammation and to reverse the inflammation process so that that ankle could get back to its original size. Well, that's what's going on with people in America and all around. You're not fat, you're just inflamed. And what needs to happen is you need to reverse the inflammation process. Doctors, they give you small clues about inflammation, but they don't give you the whole answer to the test. So instead of making 95, 100 on your test, you're only making 50%, or you're making probably even less than that. If they're not really walking you through what needs to psychologically happen to get the inflammation under control and eliminate it. So when she says that she came down in 6 weeks, she came down. She worked out. Granted, she did work out. And granted, she would tell you that those workouts were probably hellacious, which she always did extra as heck. But she would probably say that those workouts was crazy. But those workouts, say what?
They were, but I'm grateful for them because with the workouts and non-invasive
I'm about to get to that. Okay. But the workouts was only, I would say, 20% of, and she did non-invasive. So that's another, you know what I'm saying, 10%. But the other, so you got 30. So the other 70% came from her nutrition. That's how important nutrition is. And you can play with the numbers. You can say non-invasive, 20, working out 15. It don't really matter. The nutrition was the main culprit in her transformation.
That's true.
So go ahead, Miss Otta.
I just want to say really quickly about the food because it took me a while to grasp, just like I'm assuming it will do for you guys as well. But that just shows how powerful food is to us. Like when he gave me the program, it was a lot of things I didn't want to let go because it's literally like a drug, like your body is fiending for it. And you literally have to wean yourself off these things to, see the results you want to see.
But that's why the program is designed the way that it's designed. Because you're right, food is drug. The food industry knows that the foods that they have produced are addictive. And it's just like a person that is on cocaine or heroin. And I know you're going to laugh and say you can't say the word right. I say heroin, you say heroin.
No, I don't.
Well, I say heroin. Those drugs are powerful. Codeine, you know what I'm saying? All that stuff. And because it's addictive, it's hard to kick. And when you actually try to eliminate those foods, some people can't do it because psychologically they are so hooked on the food that it causes them not to be successful. And so that's why the system is set up the way it's set up, because it's all psychological. So we're not only transforming you physically, but we also are working on you psychologically and mentally.
And I just want to add to, you know, our slogan is make her into a heroine. That's why he kept talking about comparing heroin to a heroine. But, you know, we want to create a community where women feel motivated, supported, and you have to know where everything stems from. And when it comes to weight loss, it's definitely a mindset. It's definitely involving food, but you have to mentally prepare yourself for this journey you're about to embark on, because it's very important that you get yourself ready, because you're going to have days when, and I've had those. So, and Lamel, you know, you can attest, I've called you like I'm fiending. I need I, I, we won't talk about that. But there's days when I need my chocolate or whatever, you know, and those foods are triggers, and you need to know like how to.
But I want to interject real quick. Sorry for interrupting you. Like, who is defined by family, right? Like, you think about it, and that's why we got the holiday Survivor Series. You got Thanksgiving, family; Christmas, family; 4th of July, family; New Year's, family; Easter, family. So food is now associated with feel good. It's not. It's not
Mhm.
the fuel you, which that's what food's purpose is to give you fuel. Now it has some type of emotional trigger attached to it. And that also plays a part on you not being able to kick it. I think we talked about that on the podcast.
Yeah, we did, and that's so true. It's so true, and it's so sad because I didn't realize it until you and I had that conversation. You know what I mean? Like how food affects. I mean, we know we need food to survive, but we abuse that terminology when it comes to
Yeah,
us needing
right.
food. Like
You're right.
it's the relationship is unbalanced, and I mean we have the power to make it a balanced relationship, and that's what we need to do to be healthier. And that's what this series and this program is about. You want to talk about the program?
Yeah. So the Survivor Series, it came it came to um it was born, it was spawned out of. I noticed that most people gain the most weight at the tail end of the year. So you can be doing great and everything, but you think about it. You got October, which is what? Halloween, right?
Function things.
Huh?
I'm
Say what?
comparing it to I'm comparing it to abuse because that's what we do with food. We abuse it. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
So so you got October, which is Halloween.
Mhm.
Then November, you got Thanksgiving. Then Christmas, you got Christmas dinner. Then you trying to come into the new year with a new you, but you're gonna get together and you're gonna have New Year's Day dinner. And I now even looked at February. If you got a significant other or somebody that's trying to make you their significant other, and you his significant other or her
Or
significant other,
or if you don't have a significant other and your emotions are messed up and you
yep,
drown yourself in chocolate because everybody
yep,
booed up and you not, like
yep,
you have to
yep.
mentally get ready for these holidays because there's triggers.
So you got October, November, December, January, and February. And
Mhm.
now once that's over, you looking like, how did I gain all this weight? Well, actually, it really isn't your fault because subconsciously you haven't even been paying attention, and it's not your fault. You probably haven't even thought of that. the consecutive back to back to back to back to back slam that you're going through. So that's why we titled it the Holiday Survivor Series, because you again need to mentally and psychologically put yourself in a space where you won't self sabotage yourself. Because, like I tell people, we'll take all those months. You got October, that's one day, 31st. That's just one day. You got 30 other days in October. You got November. When is Thanksgiving? 26 or something like that?
Something like that.
That's one day. Christmas, 25th. One day. New Year. Well, I'm gonna be nice. So you got 25th, and then a week following is New Year's. So you really can't get yourself, you know what I'm saying? Like the other three, you got a little bit to play with. You know what I'm saying? Like you can recover a little bit. But you got Christmas at the 25th, then you got January the 1st, which is a week later that you got slammed with. And then you got a month later with the 14th of Valentine's Day. But like you said, if you're emotionally in your feelings, you probably ain't just gonna eat on that 14th. You probably gonna do probably the whole freaking February. So, so that's why we came up with this, to put a system in place to help you to figure out what needs to be done and what needs to be eliminated, so that you can still have fun on those days and those months. But now you have a workable plan of action.
There needs to be a balance.
Yeah, yeah. But you got a workable plan of action.
Right.
That you can still do Blase Skippy and not fall off the wagon and feel like a failure. So that's the program.
So if you are interested in purchasing this program, it's an online program, please email us at 180797 at gmail.com.
Or also, we would like to give you a free gift as well. So you email us to get the free gift. And the free gift actually
What's the free gift? I want to know what the free gift is.
Okay. The free the free gift, look at her. Am I under the free gift? The free gift is it takes 21 days to form a new habit or break an old habit. And this free gift basically is an ebook that actually breaks down how you can start a new habit of exercising, but it also can be used for nutrition, because again, it only takes 21 days. And this comes from my background in sports and exercise psychology. So all this stuff is researched. All this stuff that we're telling you is research. It's nothing that Miss Otter came up with at one night when she was sleeping, and it came through a dream, and myself is included. These are research documented studies that it takes 21 days. So this ebook is a 21-day habit forming doc that teaches you how to form a new habit as well as eliminate an old habit.
Sounds like a plan to me. So, as I stated before, if you're interested in purchasing this online plan, please email us at 180797 at gmail.com. And that's it. You got anything else, Lamel?
Nah, I just want to say that this year has been and it's been epic. We Anybody that's listening to this, I don't care where you from or where you are. Nobody anticipated the pandemic. And with that being said, that also caused people to eat crazy too. Because you're at the house, you with the kids, you with the hubby, he getting on your nerves, they getting on your
Stress.
nerves.
Yeah.
They they homeschool now, majority of homeschool, and you got to now play mom, wife, and teacher,
Mm-hmm.
which causes you to get that Ben and Jerry and sit and uh, binge watch Netflix episodes, and before you know it, that whole Ben and Jerry is gone. So
Mm-hmm.
this plan is set up to help you to get a hold on, and you wasn't trying to form a bad habit. You just actually formed it to try to get some peace of mind
It's
from the
comforting.
crazy.
It's like comfort
Yeah,
food. Yeah.
exactly. Exactly. And this program is to help you to get your life back. That's all what we trying to do, because Ada and myself, that's what we are all about. She has been down that road, and I damn sure, pardon my French, have been down that road. 235 with a 40 plus inch waist. I didn't think I could ever get that weight off of me. And out, and she said the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
We just want to give you your life back. We want to help you to get your life back because you deserve it. You deserve it.
You deserve to feel good in the skin you're in. And I would say this, and then we can, do whatever. But there is no greater feeling than feeling like yourself in yourself, if that even makes sense.
Yes.
Like, I know it sounds
Yes,
crazy,
it
but
do. No,
I've
it,
looked
no,
in the
it,
mirror and I'll be like, who is looking back at me? Like, who
yes,
is this chick?
yes,
Like, how
yes,
did this,
yes.
why is my stomach here and got rose? Like, and that, for me, that was very emotional, because I didn't like what I saw in the mirror, and I definitely wanted to change. And the number one way to change, what you see, is to change what you eat. Like, what we eat is very important.
Again, having a workable plan of action. You know
Yes.
what I'm saying? You can sit and say, I'm a, but if you ain't got no plan, that old adage, a man who plans to fail fails to plan. If you don't have a plan, then honestly, you gonna fail. It's no way that you can actually get to the destination. You can't go to an uncharted destination, and now that cars have GPS, if you don't put the daggone destination, how the hell are you gonna get there? Hmm?
Facts. Facts.
Let us be your GPS. That's all we asking. Cause we came together because most people hate working out. I even hate working out, but it feels good. But I hate when I'm going through it. But you got working out, and then you got non-invasive lipo. Like,
It's
stop
a
playing.
beautiful combination
It's a
to to see instant results. It's
yes,
very good.
yes.
Good.
So you got 3 days, and then you got a month and a half. Where the heck can you go anywhere other place that you get results like that? Not bragging and boasting, just reporting. Show me, email us, and tell us, I went to Earl's Body and I got it in 2 days. Well, dang, I need to holler at Earl. But I don't know nobody that can go to any business and can get the results that we give, because we base our business on that.
I
We're
just want to add
results.
this in, because you are absolutely correct. So, like, my service, entails no cutting, hence the name non-invasive. However, you know, if you want to compare it to the actual lipo where they actually cut on you, well, I'm trying to see how can I say this.
Say it, just say it.
Some clients have asked, well, will I gain the weight back? Just as if you went to a liposurgeon, if you are not eating the correct food, the same
Yep.
with non-invasive lipo, you are going to gain that weight back.
Mhm.
Period. You go get the, I
But
think it's called the
hold on. But hold on. I'm gonna stop you right there. It's both services are great. I'm not knocking either service, non-invasive
Right.
or
No,
invasive.
not at all.
No, hold on. But if you don't learn the foundation, you're going to get the weight back because you
Yeah.
ain't learned what you
Period.
need to learn to keep the weight off. You know what I'm saying? And it applies to working out. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like if you lose the weight, but you ain't learned the foundation, it's just like the three little pigs, the salt, the straw, and the sticks. When the big bad boy came, he blew theirs down because they ain't had no strong foundation. It was the brick pig that he blew, and he almost doggone passed out.
Thank you for that. Thank you for that. But what I was saying, like, that's just an example of how powerful nutrition is. Like, it doesn't matter, you know, which one you go to. Like, results are results, and you do what's comfortable for you. However, you need to know at the end of the day, if you're not eating the proper foods, none of that matters. And that's what you got to understand. That's how powerful food is. That's how strong your mindset needs to be when you are eating food. Like, you need to be conscious of what you're putting in your body.
Yes.
Period.
Yes.
So
I don't have anything else to say, really.
All right. Well, we're going to end there. Again, if you are interested in the program, please email us if you need, if you have any questions. Again, that email address is ateam, there's no hyphen, 0797@gmail.com. You guys have an awesome evening. Lamel, you have anything else to say?
Nope. I mean,
all right. Be good to yourself.
It's here for the taking.
All right.
The ball is in your court.
Yes.
Step into your greatness. Step into your greatness.
Yes.
Good evening.
All right. Have a good one.